Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Fun Size, and as you can see, we're back. I took a bit of a hiatus for the last week or so because I was just doing other things, playing other games, just being other people, and I forgot who I was for a little bit. I forgot I was a Dokkan YouTuber. So we're on stage 27 as per usual, right? All she needs to basically be countered and/or what she's weak to is Earthlings, right? And as you can see, we have Goku here and his team. Nothing crazy, they're just all Earthlings and doing their thing. Anyway, there are some things that we need to talk about, boys. One of those things being is I might have, maybe, as of right now, I've secured the bag for Sparking Zero, okay? So we're going to be covering that on the channel, of course, right? We're going to be doing some new things as far as, or at least trying some new things as far as when I cover Sparking Zero and the editing style and whatever, right? But I also am thinking about covering the game and streaming pretty regularly around it, especially when it comes out and releases, because I'll be getting as far as I know, I should be getting the 3-day early access, okay? So there's that. Also, I have pretty much, I guess you can say, come up with a streaming schedule, and now it's just actually executing on it and figuring out exactly what I want to do. I'm going to be doing other games, of course. Sometimes it'll be what I want to play for the day. Sometimes it'll be something else that I've been playing, or even something that I can start with you guys as like a series of me just playing the game, right? Regardless of what the game really is, doesn't really matter, because I don't want to be necessarily tied to just Dokkan, because don't get me wrong, Dokkan is one of my favorite games and whatnot. However, there's not always a whole lot of content for someone like me to do on Dokkan, right? And that being said, I can't spend all my money on Dokkan either. Okay, let's just be honest and frank with it. I don't got bread like that, okay? I don't got it. Okay? I'm not there yet. But with your guys' help, we will be. Smash like, smash subscribe. Do it. Good things to do. Anyway, that is a couple of things that I did want to talk about with you guys, because that has been something that has been weighing on my mind as to when exactly we're going to stream, what are we going to stream, and all that stuff. And I'm just going to say, you know what? It doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't matter. If you're here for me, you're here for me. If you're here for Dokkan, I got an entire channel dedicated to it. So it is what it is. You'll get one or the other, or both, if you so choose. So there's that. But yes, we will be streaming more regularly. Awesome stream, by the way, the last time we did it, and it would be nice if more of you came out and said hello, even if it's just for 10 seconds. That'd be nice. But other than that, yeah, we had a good time streaming, and I plan on doing it more regularly. When exactly? Probably 2 to 3 times a week, I would say, for probably about 4 hours a stream, something like that. I'm not exactly sure. We'll feel it out. We'll get our toes wet and whatnot, and have something conclusive relatively soon. So not to worry, boys. Not to worry. Also, what do you guys think is going to be for worldwide? I've been thinking about it. I've been racking the old noodle, the old gaming noodle, and honestly, I don't think I've come up with anything yet. Like, I normally am pretty good about this and following the clues and the breadcrumbs as to what we could potentially get, and coming up with, oh, it could be this guy, or it could be that guy, or what else could be. And I really don't know, right? Because if you think about it, most of the time during the anniversary is when a lot of things get easy aid, and or things that would normally get upgrades or whatever, that's usually when it happens. However, based off of what we've had as far as past celebrations and whatever, there's a lot to be desired, I guess you could say. I don't want to sit here and say that I want the Cell Saga, because I kind of don't. I kind of don't. Like, I don't really want any particular saga, right? I don't mean to sound weird when I say that, but I really don't want anything or necessarily need anything as far as this game goes, right? Because as of right now, we're having a blast with Superhero Team, our representatives of Universe 7, right? There's that, and I don't know really what else. There's not a whole lot else that you can really run right now that is really worth it, I would say. Just based on like the power of the units themselves and the difficulty of the fights and all that stuff. Like it's getting a little ridiculous out here. So I'm kind of cool with whatever. Like I don't really need one thing or another to be satisfied or happy with a celebration, other than like content, stones, and actual characters. I mean, that's what everybody wants, but just 2 out of the 3 need to be fulfilled for me right now. Just stones and content, because I'm not really looking for characters too much. But if they come out with some cool characters, then cool. But I mean, boys, I don't think it would be necessarily very smart on either end, whether you're on global, whether you're on JP, to be summoning right now. I know it's going to be tempting. It is August already. We're going to be getting it at the end of August. We're going to be getting worldwide and all of that. So it's like, what do? You know, do you summon for the new worldwide units? That's what a lot of people are going to want to do, because they're going to make them really either enticing or whatever. Like they're going to be good. It's going to be gas regardless. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it's wise to be summoning for these units right now, because you already know, just like Golden Week, Tanabata, and all these other celebrations besides Anniversary, they have so many LRs on, or even just units in general, on these banners. And it is quite literally meant to make you spend all of your stones, unless you happen to be some of the select few that just pull them immediately. Which is, that, hey, good job for you guys. But for those of us that have normal RNG and they're not blessed by RNGesus, then yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time to actually get and acquire these units. Which leads me to my next point. Like, I ain't got the bread for that, you know? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, and then the time investment too. Like, no, I'm not trying to have another Vegito situation happen, you know, where I sit there all of the whole event, just pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling, and then getting nothing. Now, granted, even with the short amount of months after the fact, I still was able to pull for the Anniversary. But this year, I want to have even more for the Anniversary. Okay, like, I'm saving right now. I'm not spending any of these 61 stones we got here for a hot minute. Okay, like, I'm not spending on nothing. And I really want to know how many stones I'll even be able to acquire during the worldwide, right? Like, that's one thing that I do really want to find out, and I guess you could say experiment with a little bit. Because next year after that, the 11th anniversary, if my willpower and discipline will allow this to happen, I do plan on trying to save for the entire year. You heard me correctly. The entire year, I'm going to try to save in Dokkan. Now that is a feat in itself. Saving for an entire year is crazy. It's crazy because there's so many things that happen throughout the year, but I feel like the anniversary is one of those times that it's almost worth doing, right? Because I understand that there's a lot of things that happen throughout the year, mini buffs and easy A's and whatever, right? I get that. I do. And that's also partly why I want to do it. Because there's so many easy A's that are going to be happening with potentially a lot of the characters that I already have, either two dupes in or rainbowed or whatever. I'm pretty excited and stoked about these units getting the buffs and things that they deserve, and the teams that I'll be running. So I'll be running probably the same teams for a hot minute. However, when it comes anniversary time, that's when it's our time to shine, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'll be it right there. Also, I'm gonna try streaming on YouTube. I'm gonna see how that is. I don't know exactly how that's gonna go because I've never done it, to be honest with you. I'm gonna assume it's very similar to Twitch, but I just want to see what it's like. I just want to experiment, and then by the time I get done with that stream, if it goes really well, or it just is all around better received, then I'll probably just stream on YouTube then. It's not a big deal to me, you know? I can stream on Twitch or YouTube, and I don't really want to have people make a whole nother Twitch account just to be able to watch me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you already have YouTube and you want to do it that way, we can do it that way, boys. Like, I'm cool with whatever. But just, if you want, you could also just tell me, hey, I want this. Could you stream on this? Whatever. Kick? No, I'm not streaming on Kick. Just letting you know, I'm not doing that. Because I'm not trying to get called the N-word, you know? I'm gonna be honest. Hard R or not, like, I'm not cool with that, you know? Like, there's just too much that goes on Kick that I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm not trying to do all that. But nonetheless, that is a bit of an update with certain things, right? We're on the last stage here of Videl's Easy A. And I will say, though, for anybody that wants to do content creation or anything of the sort, wants to stream, wants to whatever, and they have a knack for it, I wouldn't even say that if you don't have a knack for it not to do it. I'm just saying that it's a little easier if you already have, I guess you could say, a bit of a head start in certain areas, right? Whether you're sociable, whether you're the type of person that likes to talk to themselves in a room somewhere, you know, like it's just one of those things. It gives you a bit of a head start, but remember that it's a skill nonetheless, and you have to pretend it's a muscle, right? You got to work the muscle to actually get it to grow. It has to develop in some means, right? And that's all I'm saying, right? For those of you that want to do it and are seeing the growth slowly, this took a long time. You know, we've been doing YouTube for almost what? In 4 or 5 months, we'll be at 2 years. So yeah, it's a process, but nonetheless, there are things that, you know, I wish I would have known sooner about certain things, but it's okay. It's all part of the process, and this is something that I definitely still want to do, and I have a lot of fun with it. I do have a lot of fun with just talking into a microphone about one of my favorite games of all time. So, you know, it's one of those things. Could I cover it more? Probably. I probably could do a little bit more with like dates and times and whatever, but that's a lot of groundwork. You know, I'm just trying to be me and just chill and play the game. You know, that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm just trying to vibe for real. I'm not trying to do all of the, I know exactly when everything's coming out. No disrespect for those that do that, but I'm just not that type of channel, you know, as of right now, unless it was like desired. If people wanted me to cover certain things and when they come out and blah 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 blah, like the list goes on with the amount of content that could be produced in that regard. But this isn't like a documentation channel. This is kind of just like my experience on the game, right? That's literally what it is. It's my experience and the things that I go through playing the game as a semi I don't want to say pay to win, but at the same time, I'm not exactly free to play either. Whoa, hold on. Excuse me, I'm doing a little bit too much yapping. What was that? Did we just take 400,000? I'm glad this is the last phase, but oh my goodness. I don't feel safe. We're gonna do this. Can we do much else? Not really. Not really. Hopefully Yajirobe and Bulma do enough support so that we're fine. We're fine? Yeah, we're good. We're good. We have guard and all that stuff too. Okay, that was a bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. But what was I saying? I don't even remember, to be honest. I don't remember what I was talking about. That's my brain sometimes. But yeah, unless it was like sought after and people were requesting it. Ooh, boy, I can't speak. Requesting, there we go. Requesting it, then I don't really see a need or even a purpose for covering all of those things on the game itself, right? But, I mean, that's fine. But again, if it was requested, I would do it because, you know, I listen to the comments, I read them, and all that stuff. So, just thought I'd throw that out there. Let's finish this up. Let's just do this, yeah, and then this right here, and we're done. But yes, children, gentlemen, ladies, boys, girls, all of you, yeah, that I just thought I would point all of that out and just let you know what's going on in my headspace and what the direction of the channel is going in. And I'm just having fun with it, man. I'm just having fun with it, honestly. And there's much to come. Okay, so please stay tuned. Hit subscribe, do all that stuff, and see where it goes, boys, if you wouldn't mind. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed hanging out with me for a little bit and talking about our favorite game, Dokkan, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.